everybody, I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to show you how to cook Napa Jack's citrus herb clams casino. Now we are getting ready for our New Year's celebration, and this is going to be a fantastic little course meal, right? I have 6 of these fabulous cherry stone clams. This is what they look like. They're the nice heavy ones. They're about the size of the palm of your hand, and boy are they quite heavy. They have a lot of weight to them. So this is what we're going to do. We need to get the clam meat out of these clams, and without having to shuck them, we're just going to steam them open, which should be really, really simple. I have a large pot on my stovetop, and I'm going to add maybe, I don't know, a half a cup to a cup of white wine. You could use water if you want to. Yes, we've been preheating the pan. I'm also going to add 1 bay leaf, because bay leaves go perfectly with seafood. And I'm going to add 1 little slice of lemon, like a little wedge of lemon, into that frying pan. Okay, so in go my gorgeous clams. I'm so excited. They're so beautifully fresh. They smell of brine, and they smell very sweet. We have 6 of these guys. Ooh, that wine smells good. Now these guys have been scrubbed thoroughly, and they've been sitting in water kind of filtering so that they can get any extra sand out of them that they have. We're going to cover this up with a lid, bring that up to a beautiful simmer, and let those guys steam until they open. It's going to be roughly 5 minutes, I would say. In the meantime, we're going to get together a beautiful stuffing that's going to go with this clams casino, and that's what makes it so beautiful. This is a retro recipe, but you can kick it up and make it more modern and fresh and hip. It's going to be perfect for New Year's. Okay, I'm going to use roughly 1/3 of a cup of butter, but I need to melt it. So let's put that in the microwave, or you can melt it on the stove. Either way. Let's get that going. All right, I have about 1 cup of panko crumbs. Now you could use any breadcrumbs that you desire. You can make them yourself. You can have them dried. You can store by them. I don't really care. Whatever it is, it's about 1 1¼ cups of crumbs. I'm also using 1 slice of bread chopped into tiny little chunks. Now I like to use the butt end of the bread. Why not? It's perfect for stuffing. I have a teaspoon of fresh parsley, finely minced. I've got 1/2 of a small little tomato, just because I was using tomatoes tonight and I don't want to waste it. So that's going into, it's the perfect addition. Okay, once your white wine comes up to a boil, turn it down to a simmer. It doesn't need to boil wildly, it just needs to bubble. Now these guys have already started. They will be really, really quick. Here is my butter, and it's very hot. I'm going to add about 1 small ladleful, maybe 1.5 tablespoons into my stuffing right now, and we're going to use the rest of it to just kind of spoon over the clams before we broil them. Okay, so the clam meat is going to be already cooked, and we won't have to worry about cooking them while we're broiling them either. We're just going to be browning the top. I'm putting about 1 teaspoon of freshly ground pepper, a dash of cayenne pepper. We like our stuff a little bit spicy, so go ahead and add what you feel is perfect for your taste buds. Now, we're using an awesome spice rub tonight, which is the basis of our flavor. This is Napa Jack's Citrus Herb Rub. You can check them out online at winecountrykitchens.com for this and their whole line of these amazing spice rubs. What a delicious spice rub. Check out my review on it. I'll read you what's in here, what they tell me anyway. Some things are secret. Garlic spices, including chili pepper. They've got onion, orange peel, parsley, and paprika. So it's a good base of flavor. You can see the beautiful spices in here. I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon's worth of this awesome spice rub. That's going to give a beautiful savory flavor to the whole clam stuffing. I'm also going to add about 1 tablespoon of white wine. We might have to add a little bit more. You could always add water or any other kind of liquid. You could add chicken stock or fish stock, whatever you want, even clam juice from the cans. And I'm just going to toss this up. I'm also going to add the juice of 1/2 a lemon. Now, if you want to, you could add Parmesan cheese to this. I'm not adding any kind of cheese tonight. We're just going straight up. We're going to want to taste the clam, the citrus, and the herbs. Now let's just stir this up. I want things to be just a little bit moist, but not soaked by any means. We're also going to be adding the clam meat to this, so we'll see what we're going to do here. Got to just kind of go by feel on this at this point. Those tomatoes are going to help keep things nice and moist as well. If you wanted to add chives or garlic or onions to this, feel free. Yeah. Not everyone likes garlic and onion in our household, so sometimes we don't add it. We're catering to the masses tonight, so no onion and garlic. Depending upon how many clams that you're going to make, you know, make enough stuffing accordingly. If you don't need as much, don't make as much. But if you need more, double the recipe, triple the recipe, whatever. All right, as soon as you see these guys open, take them off the stove. This is a hot, hot lid. Be very careful. And let me show you how beautiful these are. You can smell the liquid that's come out of these guys, and we're actually going to use a little bit of that in our stuffing. Now look at that. Aren't they absolutely glorious? I can actually pick one up with these awesome silicone gloves. So here you go. That's what they look like. They've got liqueur inside of them. And we're going to use some of that in our stuffing because that's a beautiful brine from the ocean combined with white wine. I mean, how can you go wrong? So put a couple tablespoons in there just to moisten your stuffing. You don't want it soaked and you don't want it like sticky, but you want it just moistened enough. And why not use that brine? Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna stir this up. I actually doubled my recipe for my stuffing to make sure that I had enough for these guys. If you're gonna go out of your way to make Clams Casino, you don't want to skip. So I'm gonna take these guys out so that I can actually manage them. I'm going to take that, drip the liqueur out before I take them out. And the shells, don't just throw them out. You can chunk them in your garden. They're actually really, really good for a lot of different kinds of plants. And I'm gonna put this under my haskap bush because it particularly likes the calcium from them, as well as the reflective nature it has for sunlight. So it helps not only the leaves get photosynthesis from the top, but it helps shine that sunshine underneath the leaves. So you get double the production, which is fabulous. So we're gonna let these sit for 2 seconds while I can manage them. We're gonna take that clam meat out and we're gonna finely mince it up. Now you don't wanna overcook these guys. These cherry stones, they tend to get rubbery. Any kind of clam or mussel tends to get rubbery if you overcook them. So as soon as they open, get them off. There's quite a bit of meat here in each one. All you need is a fork to just kind of fry it loose now. Instead of having to shuck those clams open, this is such an easier method. So that's how much meat you get from each one. All right, so rinse and repeat that process. So easy. And you're gonna use these shells for the presentation as well. Even this little muscle that holds the clam in the shell is actually meat. So you can take that out too and cut that up along with them. Fabulous. In the meantime, I'm going to take my shells and I'm going to try and keep them together. If they come apart, it's no big deal. But I'm going to put them just like this and kind of let them sit open like this so that they kind of coax open a little bit better while I'm waiting. If you push them down ever so gently, and just try to coax them open a little bit, slowly, they will open up for you. That's what we need. So put those to the side while we're preparing this meat. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm going to dice it up. I want a little pieces of clam in every single bite that we're gonna take. Clam makes the clams go a lot further when you add the stuffing with these Clams Casino. Beautiful. These are also called quahogs or quahogs. Depends on where you come from and how you learned that word. Feel free to use any kind of clams you want or you have access to as well. These just happen to look the freshest and they're nice large size to fit this stuffing in. They're perfect. I'm also going to preheat my oven on a broil setting. That's all you need. This is already cooked through. These clams are cooked. And the stuffing, I mean, it doesn't really need to be cooked either. So we're just going to broil this stuff up and we're ready to eat this amazing retro appetizer. All right, I'd say we got probably a cup and a half of meat there at least. So we're going to add this to our stuffing mixture. And you're just going to combine that evenly so that the clam meat is evenly dispersed in this gorgeous stuffing. Make sure you do a quick taste test of your stuffing. If it doesn't taste good now, it's not going to taste good later. So make sure that it has the right amount of spice, amount of herbs, amount of citrus for you. I'm not adding any salt because these guys come from the sea and they're already a little bit salty. They have a gorgeous flavor and I don't think it's necessary to add salt. All right, let's turn these shells over. And if they haven't opened up all the way, just kind of gently keep pressing them down. The weight of the stuffing, etc., will hold them open a little bit better as well. Works better if you just work kind of slowly. Break that connector in between just a little bit, but leave some of it intact. There we go. Okay, now you're gonna stuff these guys just like you would stuff, say, mushrooms or anything like that, okay? Stuff them in there and stuff it generously. I had Clams Casino in Orlando when we went there. What a lovely, lovely appetizer. Oh, that looks and smells unbelievable. So we're gonna rinse and repeat with the rest of these. Now remember that remaining melted butter. I'm going to use that to spoon over these guys. Now I'm gonna show you what this looks like. They are exquisite, and boy is that stuffing good. So that's what you've got, just stuffed clam shells. We're gonna pour a little bit of butter in each half over top of that. Ooh, what's better than melted butter and seafood, Mom? All right, we're gonna sprinkle these with some paprika if you like. This will complete the retro touch. I would suggest using a milder paprika instead of a hot Hungarian, for instance, or a smoked. Just the plain will do. Now, these are going to take between 8 and 12 minutes. We're putting them under the broiler on high in the middle of your oven, on the middle rack. You're going to leave your door ajar on the oven so you can see what's going on there. You don't want anything to burn. This has a lot of bread and, butter, so you don't want that to burn. It'll burn really quickly if you don't pay attention. So in the oven it goes. Keep an eye on them. 8 to 10 minutes. You just want the tops to be kind of goldeny brown. Awesome. Oh, these look so amazing. Beautiful. Perfect, in fact. It's just what I wanted. You want little bits of brown on there. Nice. Look at them. Aren't they absolutely glorious? So fun. Anyhow, let's go. Let's plate these guys up and make this a gorgeous, gorgeous appetizer. All right, let's get these plated up. I just have some escargot plates that are lined with clean, fresh baby spinach, and that's gonna kind of be the bed for them. And it's just gonna be really pretty. So let's put one per plate. What a nice little starter. We're gonna serve each one with a wedge of lemon, because what's better than lemon with seafood? I don't know. And I'm going to sprinkle each one with a little bit of fresh parsley. Just gonna freshen things up, and it's a nice little garnish as well. Feel free, you could use cilantro if you wanted to. Whatever kind of herbs, chives would be nice as well. Beautiful. And voila! What a lovely, lovely idea for an appetizer. Perfect for, New Year's or a birthday or anything kind of special, any kind of special occasion. So that's what you're looking at. That's what you're gonna get. How gorgeous. What a beautiful plate of deliciousness. So let's serve these up. One for Mom. I can't wait to try this. A little bit of lemon. Love lemon in seafood. Also, you can eat the little baby spinach while you're eating your Clams Casino. How do you like it, Mom? Yeah, you like that? Let me show these guys to you. Oh, look at that. They're so awesome. What a perfect little bowl. We didn't overcook the clam meat. It was just done perfectly when we got them out of the shells. And then we only let it in the oven for a little while. Basically just to heat through and brown on the top. That's all you needed. Oh, that's good. You can taste that clam meat in there. It's buttery. It's citrusy. It's full of herbs. It's perfect. That's good Clams Casino. I don't know why we don't make these more often. They sure are tasty. And easy to make. And what a cool presentation. I love that. That spice rub is the perfect accompaniment in this dish. What a perfect, perfect base of spice. A little bit spicy, a little bit citrusy, a little bit earthy with the herbs. Absolutely fabulous. Oh, I want another one. So good. That is so good. The meat is very tender still. Oh, it's perfect. I hope that you try out this recipe. You're gonna love it. Make sure you get some of this Napa Jack's citrus herb rub because it is versatile and it is so sensational in all of your dishes. WineCountryKitchens.com. Get there, you'll love it. That's it. That's how you make Napa Jack's Citrus Herb Clams Casino. You gotta try them, okay? Happy holidays to you and yours. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. You can also find my channel on Roku, Cooking with Kimberly, and I'm syndicated on Apple TV. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe. Interact with us and let us know what's going down in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye. Oh, Mom, those are so good. Yummy.